All right, beautiful. We come across that tree. That's why you always carry your chainsaws, or make sure you got people in your group with your chainsaws. But in this case, the young blokes, they got onto the job before the chainsaw arrived at the job. We're just heading down Ottie track. From the top end, it splits off into two tracks. We'll be staying on the left side, which is the more difficult part. We've got 13 cars today, so I've got to bear in mind the tyres, the no lift on one of them, this sort of thing, and a bit of less experience. So unfortunately for those that want some more action, there's not going to be as much action today. Now what's going on here? They've got the action right here at this bog hole. How bad is this bog hole? Let's see if it's a drive-through job, or if it's, I think we're gonna, yeah, I think that's a drive-through job. Oh, it's getting deeper. Oh, I saw your hands go to grab the seat in there. Anyway, bada bing, little bog hole to get started, and let's get down this hill. So it's a bit of a steep one, a bit technical, and what I've said is, look, you know, you just really need to slow down, pick your line, especially if you've got no lift, and you haven't got the bull bar. And when you start scraping things, that's where you learn what you need. Like you need a lift, you need bash plates maybe. These are the sort of first things. Off-road tyres, lift kit and bash plates are probably number one. Of course you need a UHF to communicate, so people, if you're watching the videos, there's a real chance you can come out on a trip. Obviously every now and then we do post a few free trips on the groups. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what action happens further down the track. This track has just changed over the years, I tell you. This has turned into bog holes even on Ottie track. Shouldn't be too bad though, I don't think, but you never know. That's no problem, beautiful. We're coming down Ottie track down the rough bit. We're trying to take it nice and slow. There's a bit of clay around, and we've got wet brakes, which is making a bit of a noisy ride. And I can tell you for sure that it makes it a bit harder in the Hilux with the 4-speed auto. The low range is really is kind of not as low as what I really usually want.
Yeah, copy that, Mike. I'll let you know, mate, but there's no change. It's all the same track.
A bit of a washout here as well. But again, you just got to take it real slow. And then down here you're getting back into the ruts or out of the ruts, depending how it works out for you. But slow as the key. Slow, slow. Bit of slipperiness there. It's taking us into the ruts. No better way to learn than straight. Let's see if we can get out of these ruts. I'm full lock to the right. Is it going to happen? Yep. Well, the front's come out, not the back. So we've got the front up and the back slide. We're just going to take it all back in again. There it is. Bit slippery there. So a bit of this red clay here is a bit more exposed than has been before. So rut's kind of your friend sometimes. In this case today, I'm thinking that yeah, people should just stay in the ruts, because they're like tram tracks. It locks you in. You might belly out and scrape a bit, but them's the brakes. Look, someone's flattened out a track here. I'm turning again just to see now. Like, you haven't really got a lot of choice of steering there, and when you're in the ruts, that's what happens, a little bit of scrapage. Bada bing. All right, let's park the car up. This is pretty much the end of the steep section. We'll just park it up and we'll go and see if we can catch some footage of the others coming down. Hopefully they come down nice and slowly and not too much bash plate damage, but I'm suspecting the one without the lift could be pretty nasty on the bash plate, I'm thinking. Got to leave enough room for 13 cars. We've got to get down here a bit. Oh, just got the wheels back on the ground, missed it. Stock standard height. He's had it 8 weeks, so it's all good. You probably won't be able to get out of the ruts, that's your problem, but you can try. This is the one that's stock standard that we said, you know. I just want to put the disclaimer. We did give the option to bypass this track. So it's a shortcut to go around. He said, no, I want it. So that's fine, no dramas. Wet brakes. Gotta love those wet brakes. Turn that way. Hug the bend. Straighten up a bit now, straighten up. Just keep it nice and slow on that line, beautiful. Say you didn't get some entertainment. Oh, this is boring, this muddy track. When are we going to do something a bit harder? Yeah, it's not too hard. It's just a bit wet and a bit slippery. All part of the fun. And that's the easy part. Cruise down there slowly. Back this way a little bit. Straight now. Straighten up. Nice and slow. Slow as you can drive. Turn that way, turn that way. Don't turn this way. Hug the bend, nice and slow. Slow it down more, slow it down more, slower. Like a snail. The slowest thing you've ever seen. And just keep it pointing straight down the hill. Don't turn anywhere left or right, unless the vehicle is. Just keep it slow, that's it, beautiful. Keep it nice and slow. We need to go a bit slower, that's all. Now you're in the ruts, you're home. Go change your jocks, meet you down the bottom. Down this way, not so far that way, down this way. Just go real slow. I might even get you to come down into the hole this time because the clay up there is looking a bit slippery. So point the car straight down the hill, that's it. Straight now, straighten up, dead straight. Slow as you can go. You're gonna slide a bit, just keep it pointing straight down. And once you get to here, you're going to hug that left side. That's it, slow as you can go. That's it, beautiful, just like that. Slow's the key. Beautiful. Yep, just hug it. You don't have to be on the bank, but just stay in so that you straddle the hole. So a little bit to your right maybe, just a little bit. Nice and slow's the key there. Whenever you feel it taking off, a bit more brakes. We're in a situation here where the brakes are still working. Some tracks they don't. Beautifully done. That's how it's done. Yeah, that's good like that. Just slows the key. If I'm not talking, you're on the right line. Yeah, just nice and slow. Believe it or not, there's plenty of traction there. This is what we call plenty of traction still. Yeah, see that bit? There's a big hole right in the middle there. Just go, as long as you've got a tyre either side of that, you've got wheels on the ground and you're happy. What's been happening, people have been sliding that way and they're turning, trying to get up the embankment over here. Not good because you get probably a little bit more to your right. But just keep doing that nice and slow, you're laughing. And then you'll be in the ruts when you get down there. Beautiful. Not bad, yeah. Probably could have been a little bit more to the right because the right side of the car's actually getting in the hole a bit, but that's all right. I don't want to say there's a wrong way to do it. There is some wrong ways to do it because there's lots of different ways that work. But it's just, I don't want the ways that are dangerous happening, really. Mud tyres, yes! Bit slower probably, I'd say right about there. A few wheels in the air, this and that, you know. Beautiful. So just while we're waiting for the next one, if anyone comes up or down this track, that bit up there is a bit rough. People have trouble getting up it just because they get hung up behind rocks and rock steps and things like that, but it's not too bad. You come around this corner, it's changed over the years. There's a bit of a hole there. You basically will just sort of go straight into it, so you're straddling it so your tyres are each side of it. Come down here is nothing. Here, sometimes it's good if you put a wheel up here because you've got some traction on a level line all the way on your left, but it's turning out to be slippery. People are sliding in. So I said, what we might as well do is just come down into the hole, so your left will be sort of along that wall there a little bit, and then your right's here. This is fine. And then you see that hole there in the middle, just bring your tyres each side of it around the bend, and once again down there in the ruts. If you combine what we did in the video and what you're seeing out here, you should be able to put 2 and 2 together. Hopefully you're learning something. And when people watch the video again, I mean, that's how you learn. You got to make we don't want mistakes that are dangerous though. When you come to this turn here, believe it or not, this is not flat ground. This is a very steep hill, okay? There's a turn here. When you've got a turn in a hill, you want to keep it pointing down the hill. So when the car when you're going, oh no, I don't want to go in the hole over here, and it slides that way, don't full lock that way because you're going to end up like that and you're going to go like that. So when it slides that way, you turn that way and you go that way because momentum will win one way or the other. You want to keep the shiny side up, keep watching the videos. Think about it. Just keep coming straight down. Nice and slow, but keep coming straight. Yep, don't turn. I'll tell you when to turn. Just keep coming. The main thing is keep it nice and slow and keep it pointing straight down the hill. Don't try and fight it. Now I want you to slow down now, heaps slower than what you're going. This part I want you to go really slow. You might lift the wheel, you might slide a bit, but just keep it pointing in the same direction. You'll come to a stop eventually. Just keep it going. Imagine you had to go slow motion, the slowest thing ever. That's it. Turn to your left to keep it pointing straight down the hill. That's it. That's it, because you've got to go with the momentum a bit. It's just going to slide into the hole. Now stop there a moment. See that big hole in the middle of the track? Yep. Put one wheel each side of it. Just put so one wheel goes each side of it. Nice and slow around that bend. Whatever you do, don't turn sharp right. A lot of people are turning to the right. Straighten up now. Straighten it up. Wet brakes. It's nice and slow. That's it. Turn left, left. That's it. Beautiful. Pretty good for beginner's luck, I tell you. Here we go. Nice and slow. This way a bit. Bit slower. Keep it coming though. Straighten up a little bit that way. Nice and slow there. You know what to do, just keep it pointing down the hill. Go with the flow, slow as you can, straddle the hole. A little bit of sliding here and there, but it'll come to a stop, no problem. Nice and slow. Follow the momentum. A little bit to your left, to your left. Keep it pointing down the hill, more to the left, more to the left. Otherwise that happens. I think this hill's going to make a video of its own, and that's it. We'll wrap that one up because yeah. There's other ways to do this too, you know. You don't have to do it the way what we're talking. You can even come over here hard right, you know. It's actually not looking too bad, but then your left drops down more. Are we having fun yet? Left, mate, left. Because you're going to slide there anyway. Try and straddle that hole. Get heaps over to the left. Slow. That's it. Straighten it up now. Yeah, you nearly went right. The old trap of looking to that nice smooth track on the right that you can't get to because you slip back down again. All right, that's done. Over this way. Straight now. Straight. Just come straight. Just go straight. No. Actually, come down into the hole a bit. So come this way. Now straighten up now. Just go straight. Nice and slow like that. The key is slow, yeah? Because I've got to get photos of you as well to send you later, right? Just nice and slow, yeah? Come this way a little bit. That's it. Really slow now, because you're going to slide a bit. And now straighten up a little bit, so a little bit of left hand down. The best thing you can do now is go slow as you can and keep looking where you're going to go. A little bit of left hand down now to keep it going down the hill in the correct direction, because the car's getting a bit twisted up, but nice and slow. Left hand down more, left hand down more. You're going round to the left now, round to the left. You're going to straddle that hole, yeah, you can't go up the bank there, trust me. See that big dirty big hole in the middle that everyone's scared of? One tyre each side of it, nice and slow. Not in the hole, one tyre each side. So yeah, you can turn a bit now. Straighten up now, straighten up. Just go nice and slow. No, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. That's it, go like that for now. Nice and slow. Just keep going like that. Nice and slow, beautiful. That's how it's done, nice and slow. Turn left a bit. That's it. Look at that. Now you can work out the rest nice and slow on your own.
Is that bikers?
No, it's Michael, he's got the big exhaust.
That's Michael.
He's doing the turbo testing for us to see how long it takes with a big exhaust to blow the turbo. Any way you like, mate, just nice and slow. Probably stay in the ruts. Or you can stay on the left side of them if you're out of them, whatever you want. This is where you get to learn and work it out on your own for a bit. Yeah, because he's got a manual and he's low range first. He's letting the manual, because he hit the clutch and he's got nothing, right? So he's going to be manual and he's going to be on the brakes without putting the foot on the clutch. So it's going to go a bit quicker, might slide a little bit, but then the manual will pick it up and slow it down again. So yeah, first gear, low range, on the brakes, sort of almost stooling it up and pick the right line. A little bit in the hole, but you know, good for entertainment purposes. And he's the last car, isn't he? Yep. Is that right? Oh, we've got to walk back down the hill now. I was meant to jump in.